Salute to everybody. Greetings, Finn Bear, DJ Bomber. Yo. Oh man. Yo, you gotta laugh, people. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. What's up to the top? What are we doing? Oh man. You do that, Finn Bear. You do that. You do that, man. Word. Oh man, there's so much nonsense going on in here, man. You can't make this up. I tell you, man. The foolishness. I mean, on a different note, aside from crypto. First of all, I hope y'all are doing well. Um, Share the stream. Yo, I gotta. Yo, these people are crazy, man. Westcott, you already know, man. What's up, man? What's going on, man? One day I'm gonna get a studio, and so I don't have, so I could upgrade when the bull market comes around. I'll you know what I'm saying, invest in a laptop so I could invite people up so we could chop this up, man. I'm doing this on a device and I gotta make quick moves. But yo, yo, you can't make this up. Yo, these people are crazy. These people are out of their minds, man. Yo, these people are out of their minds. Yo, yo, yo. If it's not, look, if it's not one thing, it's something else. It's something else. What's up, FOMO? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising, all that great stuff. Top of the day, top of the evening, night, wherever you are finding this real quick. Yo, yo, this is this space, man. Like the stuff that people do. You gotta laugh, man. Because there's no time to be crying. We look, there's no time to be crying, man. there's no time, there's no time for that. So you have to laugh. First of all, like I was trying switch your speeds a little bit, right? So they're saying, I mean, this is aside from crypto, but I'm jumping right back into crypto. So the people are saying now, the people that, they argue in these uh bureaucratic places and congressional, they're saying now that, they didn't force anybody to take the jungle juice years ago. Nobody was forced to do that, and no one was forced or coerced and threatened to lose their jobs. But yo, these people are crazy. You find all kinds of stupidity everywhere, and in crypto, yo. Yo, look. These guys, right? These guys, yo, is bad. Is just insanity, right? First of all, I always say the fact that we're even in this space suggests that we're just not regular people, man. We're out of our rabbit behind minds. We are just this is tip of the spear. I mean, first mover, first principles, revolutionary, avant-garde, whatever you want to call it, man. We're breaking through barriers just being in this space. And then not only that, but it's augmented even more when you're looking at DeFi and the cesspool, such as that we find within DeFi. Man, there's no words. We can't chop his, talk to other people in our regular lives about this kind of stuff. That's why we come to the internet. That's why we discovered it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And that's why we're here to just like really share ideas and support one another in one shape, form, or fashion. Because the real world will look at us like we are completely out of our minds, like we are lunatics for just doing what we do the way we do it. And on top of that, like for example, like what I do is not different than what many other people do, but most do crazier things. Folks do even crazier stuff. And when you call it out, it's problematic. Not for them, but for you for calling it out. How? How? Your life is already crazy as it is, man. I'm teaching y'all, not you as in my audience, but people are being taught how to do certain things and to keep safe. And then you got a segment of people that are like, no, don't tell them, man. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them to put their blinkers on. No, it says do not enter. Run through that joint. Just go enter, right? Like caution, never mind caution. Forget the stop signs. Just go through. Don't stop. Yo, these people crazy, man. You know, like not Speaking of crazy, so the guy's name is Crypto Crazy, yo. Never, who cares? Because this whole thing is just infused with nothing but comedy. Like people just this sick, twisted thing with money. Like folks are not even taking. They call themselves phallic symbols. They call themselves, things that are related to sodomy. They call themselves crazy, all kinds of stuff. So you find that here, you know. Oh, dogs are popular over on this side of the pond, right? Frogs, weird, but that's what you find here, man. That's what you find here. This man. The shift is so crazy. So the guy from Liquid Loans, the guy, the guy from Liquid, he just not too long ago, from the time of this recording, he he issues another post. Up, countdown, countdown for Liquid Loans. You get ready, countdown. But before the countdown, something, fetch. Pay attention to fetch, and how that's very important. Stay tuned for the announcement, the next announcement on YouTube. Like, what? It's just you don't, y'all, and it's amazing to me. People are just like, they just let this rock. They just let it go. It's just a continuation of whatever that is. A continuation of whatever. I'm at the point right now where I'm just like, this is forget about bucket of popcorn. Like you don't need any other entertainment outlet or vehicle. You just go to stick to your crypto community. You'll be fully entertained. Fully entertained. Some days are crazier than others, but you will not miss any moment of it. It's completely filled with comedy, insanity, drama, All of the above, especially during the bear. Especially during this bear. This whatever. It's just whatever. Yo, they got 51.6 million. And 2 years later to be hearing about an announcement. The next announcement on yo. And then like things like this get drowned out. It's like, nah, folks don't want to. Don't tell them the truth. Don't tell them anything to help people realize and be aware of the crazy, shady things that go on in crypto. You know, people always plan. There are people in who plan and think about what's the next strategy, what's the next move going to be, right? And it's not always a good strategy that they're coming up with, and not even a good strategy. It's not, the intentions haven't been pure from the get. I don't even care about like liquid loans right now. I'm saying something else. I'm saying, like, if it's not this, it's gonna be something else, because there's groups of people that do this all the time. They've been doing this for years, man. They just rebrand, go into hiding. Somebody already rugged the community for 400K. And you know what's crazy? 400K seems small because we've seen hundreds of millions get rug, even billions get rug. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And so now there's like all kinds of infighting going on in that level, that side of the things, right? The whole meme coin community, they flipping. Yo, it's like, yo, you guys took a hit. Y'all were like championing and parading and talking about, oh yeah, meme coin, this is where it's at, adoption, and now even meme coin communities are, having disagreements with each other. It's crazy. They're like, you see, we were standing on our 10 toes. We were standing on our 10 toes, and you guys gave us nothing, no type of love. Meanwhile, you had some no name come through and you dropped 400K on him. You dropped a bag on him, and look what he did. Yo, yo, meme versus meme community versus meme community. Bottom of the barrel, like crabs in a barrel. Like, if this is not an example of how we're just like, yo, these folks here, these folk, we clamoring. Like, folks, not we, as in me. I'm not doing that. I just not. And it's mystifying. Like, I'm just, yo, y'all are bugging out, man. Y'all. And I say y'all, I'm not even talking about the heads, the founders, the people who creating these things. I'm talking about the end users. Like, for like, yo, you just throwing stuff away. Throwing stuff away. You don't value your time. I don't know. I don't know what this is about, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. What does this even mean? You know? This other guy, yo. This guy, so recently I've been like, yo, what's up with um the whole thing with this guy not believing the T-share price will help Hex price. The T-share rate will help Hex price. So I asked one of the developers directly. I asked him on Twitter. Direct. I've been direct on YouTube, but it is what it is. Channel small. And I got a response back. Yo. Yo. My question was something to the effect of, because see, basically the founder of Hedron, right? He put a post out. Oh, something about how the T-share rate, how it's grown over a period of time, and right? Made I'm just giving you some brief context. Yeah, t-shirt rate growing a period of time went from such and such amount to this amount, and yay, yay. That was the overall sentiment. Yay, okay. But then I asked him, I'm like, yeah, but what do you think about what the PH guy said about, not believing in the t-shirt rate helping the price go up? Oh shoot. You know what the dude said? Uh, I tell you, man. The Hedron guy says that Buck is probably right. Right? And then goes on to say, well, the T-share rate is not really going against the macroeconomic trends of the market. It's not fighting against the macro trends, because if it was, the price wouldn't be where it's at today. When the bull market comes back, of course, you'll be able to, get a bigger share, because you'll need more hex or whatever to acquire T shares that you need to whatever stake and blah blah blah. I said to myself, yo, did he have PH tell him what to say? Because they're cool. They're super cool. They seem like, they're friends, friendly, and they're just like that's and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Even if that was directly from the Hedron guy, I'm saying to myself, yeah, you know what? There's I'm really beginning to see that so many people, even within the community, there's a lot of people that have a deep, 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 profound disdain for RH, for good old Richie Rich. They have a deep disdain for this guy. A deep, deep, deep. I don't know if it's about jealousy. I don't know if it's about, envy, wishing that they could have been him or have been successful as Richie Rich was or is. But the level of deep seated, it seemed like there's this thing, man. It's like a concerted type of effort. It's been like that because the majority of crypto can't stand Richie. But when you got like stuff like it's supposed to be like within the community, this is why I say I've said this before, and it applies to me in like all types of aspects of life. It's the ones that are closest to you that are gonna hurt you the most. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just closest to you. And if you're doing very, very well, in some cases you would wish and want to have like positive support and people to really like be inspired by what you do, and you possibly feed off them, and continue to develop. But then you have folks that are close to you that will not like you at all. They can't stand you for whatever inadequacies they feel within themselves, and will show you how they hate you. They'll show you in such subtle ways. It's crazy. I don't know if this is what this Hedron guy is doing and anybody else. I'm just saying, I'm talking to him because I sent him the question. I asked him the question. It's not about him per se. It's about like what's going on. Like he's modeling something that I'm seeing. Like folks are more like this, just this community. This is why many people just don't believe that this whole thing, this community is as strong as it appeared to be. It's not. It's not. It's fractured. I'm not blaming anything on some SEC anymore. I'm not blaming anything on some bear market anymore. It's just because it's about self accountability. It's about what you decide to do with your life and your the choice, the decisions you make. That's on you. I'm not blaming all these other external factors. They may very well have a position, have a, an effect on what's going on. But nah, it goes back to the person. It goes back to us as individuals. We make up the community. We make up the community. We're the ones that decide whether we're going to use X, Y, Z or not. That lends these things value, these arbitrary elements that we use in crypto. We have the power. The power always comes from us anyway. Like folks don't even think about things like that. They don't believe that. Hex, Pulse Chain, all these Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are just tools. It came from us. The power came from us. The ideas, the thoughts about creating these came from us. We just use these things as a tool to get to point A to point B, C, X, Y, and Z, et cetera, et cetera. But if we're not well, if we're not stable, whole, or living in some type of harmony within ourselves, oh, we're gonna see what we see now. It's not just, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Say this all the time. Like, we're going through these weird periods in this space and all this stuff, but in nature, in life, when there's bad weather, inclement weather, we prepare accordingly to deal with the rainstorm, snowstorm, hurricane, tornado, blizzard, whatever you want, tsunami, earthquakes, whatever. We got to deal with it. We deal with it as it comes. And over here, folks are just like psychologically falling apart, decompensating. You develop this disdain for somebody. You wish you were them. Don't hate, congratulate, appreciate, and then formulate something that you can do and contribute to the fold. You don't think the T-share rate can, you think it's it because then that's like, folks don't know. They don't really, it's like you got to think, when they're talking about long term and all these things. If this is how you feel and you're the founder of Hedron and Icosa, sir, this is how you feel about, you don't really think the T-share rate could improve the price of heck, you agree with that, then thanks for sharing, because at least you were 100. I'm not downplaying that part of the whole thing of him just at least being forward and even just issuing that. Like you just said that. You that's what you said, son. That's what you said. you know, you said it. All right. So what does that say about Hedron and Nicosa? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? And this is why folks get mad when you say all roads go back to Hex. All roads point back to Hex. All of this stuff goes back to Hex. Folks get pissed. They get pissed off. They think you toxic. They think you just being a maximalist. They think you're just being narrow-minded and you drinking some kind of BS Kool-Aid. No, no, sir. Nobody's drinking any BS Kool-Aid. Oh, it's okay, man. You go catch up. Alan in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Salud. Mr. LaDanny Amore. What are we doing? What are we doing, folks? Like it's just it's interesting, and it's just folks, people, like when you could see when you give yourself an opportunity to sort of like widen, broaden your view of things. Because I understand, the difference between narrow-minded and being open-minded, right? And finding somewhere in the middle. I try to understand what those things are and apply certain things where it needs to be in my life, right? And then with this crypto thing, like I remember I was resistant to listening to Richard for multiple reasons. I've already said why I didn't believe in Hex, blah blah blah. But in certain aspects, I couldn't really like shoot the message that he was conveying over the years. You know, why is he so resistant to side projects or third party projects or other why is he so why does he have the stance that he takes, apart from no admin keys and you know immutability and all these things? Apart from that, the thing about these extra projects that come along and all these things and builders and blah blah blah, why are you so resistant? And this is where doing your own research comes to the fore. That's a personal realization that you reach when you see how things unfold within this space, right? I get diversification, I get all of that too. I understand that. I understand what it means, all this stuff, but you got to find what works for you. You really do. And what I'm understanding is, from trying to see how this crypto thing could fit in my life, I gotta be 100% honest with me and accept things for what they are when they appear a certain way. Like, believe people when people show you who they are. 9 times out of 10, you'll be better off if you believe them. If they show you who they are, believe them, and not just by their words, but by what they do. Right? I was just taken aback. I'm not even gonna lie, because I knew it was either gonna be, all right, is either you believe that the T-share rate won't do nothing for the price, or you don't care, or you just, I forgot what the third option was, because I was just like, yo, he really believes it won't. You really believing in that narrative that he's probably right, because follow the macro market trend. It doesn't fight against the how everything is down. It doesn't fight against the bear. You created tokens to go with this thing that you don't believe fights against the market trend, because if it did, the price wouldn't be as low as it is now. So what does that say about what you created? Like, I'm trying to yo, yo, yo. You see what happened was, you know, people, people. It seemed like, because I understand the majority. It's easy for me to say that because this is what the sentiment was in the beginning with Hex. It was like basically like the Spartans, 300 versus everybody else, versus the world. Because no one wanted to even give this a. Nobody was trying to see and believe that it was going to reach 10,000x in 2.5 years. There was, I mean, nothing, nobody, like, except the people who were in it, right? Who believed, who took a chance, they took the risk. Tip of the spear again, tip of the spear, avant garde, first movers, all them. But the majority, everybody didn't see, didn't believe that 10,000x was going to be achieved in 2.5 years, as was promised. Had to prove itself. And it reached that goal in 623 days. I don't know. That's probably 20 months, 21 months. I'm not good at math. Something like that. So it melted faces. 10,000. It really did that? Yeah, it did. And not only did it do that, did it achieve that, but it achieved that in a shorter period of time. A shorter period of time. Many people thought they could do the same thing. Many people probably thought that, oh man, how could this guy with the top hat, right, who gives all kinds of information about crypto and blah blah blah, how could he have done How could his coin have done this? How? They didn't believe it. They didn't believe it. And what happens when there's a bull market? People want to experience the same thing. They want to chase everything going up. They want to get on that train. They want to feel that high feeling of elation and adoration and excitement. They want to feel that, so they run and throw their money at it, even though the price is going high. It doesn't matter because they feel like it's gonna, after they buy, it's gonna keep going higher and higher and higher. So they want to lose out. They don't want to miss out. And on top of that, and that's for the retail investor, but for the people who just like who have the aptitude and the skills and but they hate Richard. Oh no, they're gonna have to create something. If you can't beat them, join them. That's what it looks like. If you can't beat them, join them. Create something to outdo Hex. Create something that's supposed to be quote unquote better than Hex, right? Create something that's supposed to do something comparable to Hex, clone Hex, all kinds of whatever, because it really did deliver on its promise in 20 months or so. And they can't stand him and won't give him the credit. They won't, for whatever reason. The ego, man. Like, everybody want to create their own ego coins. And so and you got your right. It's a free market. This is what this whole thing is set up. Create your own. You could do whatever you want. Throw whatever out there in the world. Doesn't mean it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Doesn't mean it's gonna be worth anything. But in this case, you got something that did something crazy that people were like, wow, melted faces, jaws dropped. Folks couldn't believe it. And we know during that year, 2021, all kinds of other stuff was soaring through the roof. Reflector tokens, all kinds of contract, meme coin craze, all that created what memes are today. We get that. And folks missed out. Not only did they miss out, they realized, they missed out and they can't stand Richie Rich even more. And like I said, some folks they use different strategies. If you can't beat them, join them. So you in the community, peruse through, mix and mingle, or whatever, or you do what you do in the background, and then ta-da, you introduce something. Boom, okay. Seems like it's ingenious. It seems like there's innovation there. It seems like it could do what it does, and it's tied to Hex. Oh yeah, sure. It makes sense. X was successful. Why wouldn't you tie to success? Why wouldn't you want to do something as successful? Connect to that, right? And help people. Maybe you adding something that, in addition to what Hex has done, because Hex doesn't have what it has, you can't change it. You can't change it. It's immutable. So okay, you adding some kind of extra functionality. Blah blah blah. You talk that B share talk. But you like now believe something else. I don't know, man. I'm not saying this guy's disingenuous. I'm not saying the founder of Hedron is disingenuous. I'm just saying, this thing is if you don't see what things are, it could be extremely confusing. And many people, and that's not just him. A lot of people have come into the community and try to say, oh, something better than Hex, fair Hex, all kinds of stuff. Wise token in the past, Hexy blase blah in the past, Hexy business, all kinds of stuff. Pyra Bank, all kinds of stuff in the past to ride the Hex wave. To then, if just in case anything does become successful, I guess, if what they do create becomes successful, they could rub it in his face because their ego. It goes back to the ego coin thing. Ego. Richie Rich's ego coin, it did 10,000x. It's his ego coin. It is what it is. But it serves a purpose. It serves a purpose. And everybody want to do the same thing. Oh, now I'm gonna, again, my Lyshinen project will come out soon. Sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. And you know how great it is? I'm going to give you a reason how great it is, right? It can help you wipe your behind when you use the bathroom. That's how great it is. Who wouldn't use that? Who wouldn't need that? Give me your money. Give me. and folks will give me the money. If I say loud enough, often enough, and I'm appealing to your sensibilities, you're gonna throw me. You're gonna give me the money because people have done it to others for less. It's crazy. It's crazy. The widespread. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's I don't self-loathing. I don't know. This it's just I don't, yo. It's crazy. It's crazy. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. That's why I say it all goes back at all the roads just continuously seem like it just points to the token, points to the six-sided token called hex. It just does. These guys from the other collective, I didn't even ask them. I didn't even ask the guys from Maximus how they feel about. I'm not even gonna do it because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why? Because just for me, it doesn't matter because I don't care if they believe it or not anymore because it's just an overall certain type of understanding and realization that I've reached where I'm like, yeah, this is everybody's for themselves, even though they'll tell you they're not, but they really are because this is it's a solo sport. You might have certain things that are available, certain resources, certain tools that we could use with this crypto to help us reach our objective, but we all in this for ourselves too, and it's cool. I'm not mad. Not mad about it. It's just sometimes when I see that I notice the little things. I'm like, yo, but what about this? What? Because it's not making sense. It's weird. And this is the same guy that was upset. And I'm talking about the founder of Hedron. He kind of seemed like he was upset. He seemed like he's a cool guy, level head all the time, like cool. But as things change, right? People change. Um, he answered a post recently about some guys who were going against uh, something involving other coins. I can't remember. And he in his own satirical, sarcastic way said like, "Well, it's all about Hart's law. Can you believe it? Hart's law. Like you might not like coins from a certain builder or whatever. And yeah, it all went down, but the market is down and everything is tied to Pulse because of Hart's law. So if Pulse goes up, most of these coins are going to go up and blah blah blah. And but he was, I guess, sort of frustrated and called them idiots. I'm like, okay, all right, I hear you. I hear you. I don't know. I don't know. I hear you, and thank you for revealing who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like, just you A1, you saved Maximus Dow when they had the flaw in the poly contract. You saved them. You saved them big time. So now for every poly is equivalent to 1.1 hedron that you saved them from what you did by assisting and whatever, and however way, and that made you look like you really are looking to help instead of hurt. That was last year though. That was last year. Because when there was a flaw in your own contract and your ICOSA contract, right? The people from Maximus, one half of them went to Twitter insulting you and your whole reputation. Insulting you. It was a barrage to the point where he deleted his tweets. He deleted that. But yay, damage was done. First of all, it's crazy when it's already crazy if you're a developer and you have that on your in your reputation where well you did at one point create something and there was a flaw. There was a flaw in what you created. This is why, again, going back to what this whole thing with Richard, like how he always exalts and praises and reminds everybody 100% flawless, right? Like he says that for a reason. Uptime, all this never interrupted. It just works. Approaching 4-year anniversary. This thing has never been hacked. Blah blah blah. It's for a reason. And these guys, they can't really say 100% right now. Hedron or the Maximus people, they can't say they're 100% flawless, and they can't. And that's something they got to carry, because it's just what comes with, I guess, the industry and the profession, what you do. So it's what it is. It's not. Yo, this is what it is. Y'all be crying and scared about some FUD, and then, man, miss me with all that. In the real world, when you really trying to, make money in the real world, and you got a job, you got a business, you doing X, Y, and Z, and you got to meet your obligations, no one cares about your FUD. No one says, "Oh, you fudding me because I owe you X, Y, and Z," or they send you an invoice and you got to pay up. They're fudding you. It's about what just FUD language, stupidity. It is what it is, folks. It's not fun. It's real. This is what it is. It's what it is. You're looking at sacrifice projects. Like we one day closer to the bull market. We're one day closer to the bull market. You still got sacrifice projects still haven't launched to date. To date, still haven't launched. Where people are just like, and then it's crazy too, because when you go down certain rabbit holes, or you do the research and you really try to study and learn these things, and then you discover things that this may not even be able to. Some of these projects you sacrifice for, you may not even, for example, be able to use it in the US for X amount of reasons, different laws, different rules, different regulations. Like, folks are just like, they don't care. They don't care. They think, oh no, it doesn't matter, man. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna throw my money in the scratch off, Powerball. It's over $1 billion, and let me see if I'm a hit. That's what this is treated as. That's what this is treated as. Seriously, like, think about it. Like, everything we got up to this point. Like, like, you guys, like, those who've been in Hex longer than me, they know. They know. You know it better than I could tell it. Those of you who've been in Hex longer than me, you know better than I could tell it. Liquor, ladies, and leverage. No bueno. It's not good. It's not. But because this man, meaning Richie Rich, is always asked, "Oh, short, I'm dying for somebody to short hex, short hex, short hex." That people capitalize on it. But the premise of that whole thing is those people who short or attempt to short might not like the outcome, might not be successful in their endeavors greatly, because you're speaking to a trading type of mentality, this trading thing that has hurt people. Even though he's been a trader, Richie Rich trades, makes calls, and all. What does he say all the time? He called the top. Oh, this Bitcoin top, I call top on the day, and this and that on the day, on the this and that, top, bottom. I don't like even talking like that. Top, bottom, top, bottom. That's like, terminology used in other communities, man. Shout out to them. But he's been a trader. Yeah. But most people don't know how to do it successfully. And what do we have now? And it's not about, not liking builders and blah, blah, blah. It's about, okay, now you have like a whole series, an opportunity now where you can leverage trade to your heart's content. You can leverage trade to your heart's content. Like, it's there. Go do it. Hey. And people are embracing that heavily. Heavily. Yeah, sure. Why not? Because you don't like to be still. You don't like to just weather the storm, chill. You don't, you want to be glued on a device, leverage trading, being stressed out, doing everything opposite of what Come on, man. I tell you, man. Uh, I tell you. I tell you, man. Hit the like. It was, yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hit the like, share the stream, Randall Shrine. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm not gonna stay long. Actually, I gotta go, but that's just what I wanted to say real quick. You gotta laugh, folks. This stuff is like you gotta take this like with so a lot of this with a grain of salt and not really let it affect you too hard because these people you got to worry about what you're doing, how you living, how you what you have to go through in life and resolve because these people here, you listen to them, you listen to them, you'll become very confused if you allow it. You got to see what's going on. You got to see what's going on. It's madness. It's madness. Madness. Buffalo Heart, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, man. He said, "Where's the mother these days? Hiding under a bridge." I couldn't tell you. Dots Child, what's up, man? What's up, man? Yeah, man. Catch it alive. Yeah, man. It's fire. I'm glad. Everybody, support Dots Child. Support his channel. I don't know if it's called Dots Child Rottweiler. You know, but he's another streamer. Keeps it authentic, as true to him as he can be. You know what I'm saying? yo, like it's crazy out here, man. You gotta laugh. It keeps you from embracing misery. You have the meme coiners now fighting each other. You have the meme coins fighting PH, the whole Fame, and all of them. You have sacrifice projects that have yet to launch, but they're giving you updates for another announcement to another update for a final beta testnet announcement to an update, right? You got stuff like the SEC, people using that as an excuse to dump coins, and then using their emotions to make these decisions to dump coin, manipulate markets, and do all this type of stuff. Meanwhile, we're here at the bottom of the pyramid trying to figure out why many of y'all going so crazy. You got people that were in the community that seemed like they were staunch advocates for Hex. They flipped 180-degree difference, 180-degree turn, complete difference, night and day, flip, like a light switch. There's again, is a deep seated sense of animosity and disdain for what Richard did with Hex. And this is like some kind of get back. You know what I'm saying? It's their way to get back. Like that's how it looked like. It looks like it's a way you get it back. You know? Oh, it's just Thoughts Child. So Thoughts Child, everybody, go subscribe. Just blah blah blah. Go subscribe to the man's channel. Give him support. Now we're calling it Poly Maps, the modern renaissance, man. And Kareem's quick maps. That's right. I haven't seen Kareem on the stream in a minute. I haven't seen it. But yeah, these people, they doing what they doing. So you gotta see how you fit in. Go and that's the thing. Like it just seems like everything is going back to pointing right back to Hex, people. It's pointing right back to Hex. I can't, I have to believe it because I thought about it. But like this guy just said, he said, that Buck is probably right that the T-share rate won't help the price of Hex go up. He said that. He said he's probably right with a question mark, like you're probably right. Wow, son, you don't you don't care about Hedron and Icosa, the thing you created? That shit is crazy to me, man. Like yo, it's crazy. Oh, because the T-share rate is not fighting the macro market trends. If it was, the price wouldn't be where it's at right now. Oh, oh, that's your take? That's how you feel? Okay. All right. Got you. I'm listening to what he's not saying. See, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you come from you, oftentimes this is the whole thing with all of this right here, man. That's why sometimes people they like to read somebody face to face in a way where they want to see their body language, because sometimes the body gives off what the person is not saying, right? But when you go an extra step further, where you don't even have to see the body language, you could just read the words or listen to what someone's saying and still pick up on what people are not saying. And what they're not saying is actually more of the truth than everything that came out of their mouth or whatever they uttered or wrote. And that's why, you got to laugh. So, okay, man, this ain't even the 300. This is not Sparta or whatever. This is not, it's not, it's because it's within this community. You just gotta, it's you versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? I, I get it where, it's not really just you, but it's you just versus everybody. Because you don't have to, pee on me and tell me it's raining. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who you lying to. You're not lying to me. Stake in your hex, and then you use this protocol, blah, 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 and you get Hedron. Get some Hedron, do whatever with your Hedron, work it, work it, work it. If you want to keep it super simple, you get some Icosa if you stake your Hedron. Blah, blah, blah. But the founder just said right now that he believes Buck is right. That's why I was thinking like the T-share rate won't help improve the price of X, because the T-share rate is not fighting the macroeconomic trends, basically not fighting the bear market, not fighting the how prices are down. So the T-share rate is not going against the prices being so low. So when everything does come back up, then there's going to be opportunity for you to, enjoy the spoils of the of everything, as far as acquiring T-shirts, buying Hex. Well, that's with everything else too, because the prices are going to go up for everything. What are we talking about? You throw anything at the wall in the bull market and it sticks. You're going to make some type of ends. You're going to see something. You throw anything in the raging bull market in crypto, you throw anything at the wall. You throw $1 at anything, you'll see something come back. Even if it's a penny on top of your money, you'll see something. These people are wilding, yo. These people are wilding. These people are wilding. What are they doing? They're trying to make you believe in their own story, their narratives, their mission, their vision, their strategy, their tactics. No, create your own and stick to that. Create your own and stick to your truth as close as possible. Because you're going to end up tripping over your feet listening to these people. After you had your bug in your Icosa contract, after that was discovered, it was just, now it's a hard road to climb to achieve you know, that pristine, noble position you once had, but then you kind of got to it very close when you saved Maximus. You saved him with Polly. You saved him after one half of Maximus defecated on you. You said, nah, took the high road. Not only did you take the high road, but you uplifted them. Super, super, maximum respect. But then you come out, but then you still got, yeah, you got chink in your armor. We get that, but maximum respect, who doesn't have chink in their armors? Who doesn't? Show me somebody who walks around with no type of deficiency, no types of whatever weaknesses that exist. And I'll show you somebody who's divine. And I've yet to meet anybody in my life who represents that. And don't talk to me about no Dalai Lama, because that dude been kissing kids and doing all kinds of wild, wacky stuff. I don't want to hear about none of that. None of that. None of that. I don't care what kind of whatever y'all talking about. You know? But you got coins tied to Hex, but and specifically with the T-shirt rate, but you don't believe in the T-shirt. Yo, you don't believe in a T-shirt. Then, and I see what you wrote, Dots. Yeah, I don't know. They said that was a part of his group. You know, the number one address, but it, you know, even in that address, it was a pool of people, and one of the addresses dumped billions of post X. You know, just I don't know. You know, not to say that I would know, because how would I know? I don't know. But yeah, it's just add that to the level of madness and craziness that's going on. That's bringing nothing but tragic comedy. It's a tragic comedy, but you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. This don't make sense. Don't make sense. I mean, you might as well plant your flag. You might as well plant your flag, because you just say it. Just say it. Don't act like, because this is the thing that people switch sides and double talk. You know, you speak with forked tongues, right? You got these folks that talk on both outside from both sides of their neck and think you can't see it, and then will say that you're disingenuous when you call them out. Plant your flag, yo. You in the community, you don't believe in Rich, you don't believe in Hex, you don't believe in Pulse Chain, you just believe in making money. I respect that even more. I respect that because you letting it be known this is what it is. Because you very vocal on other things. So just say that. Rather than, you know, dressing yourself up to look like something you're not. What? All the roads again, like it's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. All the roads point to what's been working. All the roads point to what's been working. That's it. Because people don't believe Hex is going to have another chance to do another 100x, 1000x, another possibly 10,000x from all time low or from even right now and all this stuff, because people just want to defeat themselves and they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you and I and others become successful. They don't want to see you and I and others exceed even their levels of success. They don't want to see that. That's evident. That's evident. So forget about forget about delayed gratification. Forget about staking. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's the 10,000x narrative holding that people are chasing. Holding liquid 10,000x, that's all that folks are chasing. And because they see that the market is low, and create more types of different crack with different bottle caps and colors. Yellow top, red top, blue top, purple top, gray top. That's all this is. That's all this is. And they treating you and I as a custies. You and I as a customers. That's it. 2 for $5, left and right. 2 for $5. I could give you this deal, blah blah blah. Yeah, you know, bring me the right money, a right amount of money, or you're getting no crap, none. And what you want? You want that high. That's what you want. You want that high to continuously flip. It's sick. It's sick. You heard some other people got good work from the other side of town. You went over there because 10,000x. Oh, but you got folks over here or in that community that's just pillaging through, right? Peddling trash. But when you say it's trash, when you say it's crack, when you say it's drugs, when you say there's all kinds of garbage, you the villain. So they say, nah, man, no. Trying to give you some type of fruits, trying to give you some type of vegetable, trying to give you some type of information so that you can like, really empower yourself. Rest. What do you consume? What is it that you're taking in that's going to help you and help somebody else? What is it that you're consuming now that's going to help you live longer so that you could be present for people who you give a fuck about? No. It's black top, red top, yellow top, blue top, purple top. That's all that's what's here. That's it, man. That's it. It's a reality. And you're getting it not only in this community, but you're getting it outside either. This whole thing just changed in real life. It's just put on your glasses. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see, put on some shades that can help you open your eyes and your awareness. I don't know what to even say anymore. It's what it is. Good people, I'm out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Enjoy your day, your morning, your evening, your afternoon, wherever you are. All right, Crypto Wonder. I am out. Peace.